Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you tonight. Lots of UFO videos. We're the place to share the incredible information coming in at light speed. Reporting from the Big Island of Hawaii. Let's just get to it right now. We're looking at footage that was captured by the ISS. It seems that their cameras wanted to lock on something over the Nevada desert where they do massive amounts of military testing, secret technologies, untold secrets that are about to be revealed. What was the ISS trying to capture on their cameras? This is incredible. We're looking at this footage of what looks to be a TIC-TAC that seems to disappear out of nowhere. Some people might say this is a wrong terminology to use right now, but it looks to me that this TIC-TAC dematerialized. Or maybe some kind of cloaking technology that we're not aware of, but this TIC-TAC seems to be massive in size. The ISS cameras, whoever was operating it at the time, seemed to want to focus in on the object. And this object seems to be cylindrical in shape, the same exact definition of a TIC-TAC as our Navy pilots explained. But this seems a little larger than the regular TIC-TAC. If you could imagine the size of this thing, being from the ISS space station, looking down to the planet Earth, you can see the mountain ranges. This TIC-TAC, in my opinion, is at least 100 yards, if not even more. Maybe we could calculate and do a little bit of follow-up on this incredible footage coming in from the ISS, but we've got my brother tonight. He's going to be giving his opinion along with Rich from GoofOn, who gave us the heads up on this incredible imagery captured by the ISS. Brett, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, Blake, this is incredible. Rich gave us a heads up, and as soon as he said, you got to watch this, boys, and we're like, Rich got something good. So we opened up this Gmail this morning, and we're like totally blown away about what we just witnessed. And people are going to say, what kind of technology is being observed? And I do believe the ISS over the Nevada desert was highly interested in what was being done secretly in the desert. As we all well know, there's military testing, UFO reverse engineered technology being implemented in the skies. Are we looking at TIC-TAC technology, the supercavitation? Maybe this craft didn't just dematerialize. Maybe it took a leap at tremendous speeds where you couldn't even see it. Within a blink of an eye, it was gone.
We're looking at something extraordinary, in my opinion. Some people might say that it could be a waterbed or a lake or a pond, and it's some kind of reflection, and it's giving an indication of this light. But in my opinion, I'm going to have to disagree. I'm not seeing any kind of lake or pond. This is not a reflection from within the craft. We know that the ISS, as you can see, the operator seems to want to focus in on this thing. This is NASA collaborating with technology known as the TIC-TAC. This is amazing stuff. Now let's take it out to Rich from GoofOn. He's got some opinions. Rich, what do you got here?
This is an amazing sighting. We see from the ISS looking down on top of Nevada, a white TIC-TAC shaped object disappearing right before your eyes. Now I'm thinking, okay, what can it be? Out in the middle of the desert, where that thing supposedly disappears into the side of a mountain, I think. I don't know. It may have went into the ground. It may have just vaporized. It could have been a glitch. I don't know what this is, but I can tell you what it looks like, and it looks like a TIC-TAC. And to be in Nevada, or over Nevada, and seen from the ISS, it's a little special. You can even see that the cameraman or whoever's operating, camera person from the ISS, saw that thing disappeared, and they tried looking back at it. You can see them going back and seeing where it went. To me, it's one of the most interesting sightings we've had, and it's been very hot lately with a lot of strange anomalies all over the earth. strange explosions in the atmosphere near volcanoes, and it's just wild, especially what just happened the other day with the space debris falling over the northwest region of the U.S. So this just falls in line with everything else. This was given to me about a week ago, and I forgot about it. So it is a few days behind, but nonetheless, here it is, and I can't believe it. It's an amazing, and it looks big. It doesn't look like a little tiny thing the size of a car. I don't know how big it is. I didn't measure it, but from seeing it from space, I would think it's maybe a couple 100 feet. I don't know. Maybe the Cousins brothers did a little bit of math on that, but amazing stuff. It really is. It truly is a Tic-Tac disappearing on camera, the ISS camera.
Good stuff there, Rich. And again, I appreciate you giving us a heads up on this incredible ISS footage. Everybody out there, if you're capturing things or seeing something live via NASA or live feeds, make sure you capture it and upload that video to YouTube. Now let's get to these more incredible videos just into third phase of moon. Like I said, buckle up, everybody. It's going to be wild. Check this out. A video captured on a security cam on the island of Oahu in my home state of Hawaii. This was captured a few days ago, and what we're looking at is kind of extraordinary. It's interesting that the security camera seemed to lock in on this multiple light object. We could see orbs within this cylindrical shaped object, and it seems like it's taken off into the clouds. This is pretty bizarre. Is this some kind of like scout ship that has just left the vicinity of this home, captured on this security cam? I'm trying to wrap my brain around this and figure out exactly what maybe we could be looking at. And some people might say that it could be a flock of birds or some birds taking off, or a drone, but I would have to disregard this. We could see some driplets of water. There was a little rain, and we could see other orbs moving in and out of this video. But whatever this object is, it seems to be at a rapid rate of speed heading into the clouds at one moment. Some people might even speculate that this could be maybe a web from a spider, and we're looking at the reflection via some kind of light source coming from the house. But it's kind of interesting that usually when we see these kind of anomalies, it wavers back and forth. This one kind of just takes off in a direction that seems that it has an intention of where it wants to go. I'm not seeing any kind of wind in the area. If this was something that would blow the wind into the direction in that kind of speed is interesting. But then again, we could see driplets of water, and usually webs are very, very light. You would see it kind of maybe have some reaction with the driplets and oscillate one way or the other. This seems pretty stable in its trajectory. Brett, your thoughts here?
Yeah, Blake, take a look at that plasmic discharge. It seems to like just accelerate at this tremendous speed straight through the clouds. At one moment, it seems like this thing's about 3 or 4 feet, and then it just takes off and it goes into non-existence. Still, I'm kind of thinking, what could create something like this? And I'm just going to throw it out there. Maybe there was a car passing off to the left where you can't even see it off camera, and it could have created an illusion through the lenses of this camera. It seems like this is more in control, that it has a kind of process of where it wants to go and the acceleration. If a car was just kind of pulling out in your average parking lot or suburban area, it wouldn't accelerate that fast. So again, I'm leaning towards some sort of technology we're not familiar with.
Absolutely. We've even have more UFO videos for you. Let's check this out. Via Jaime Mosan, he's been collaborating with us, and he's wanting us to share this with you right now. Are you looking at this? A cylindrical object captured over the skies of Mexico. And what's crazy is that this phenomenon has been on an uptick recently, and we're looking at this video up close. And it's interesting. I don't think this is any kind of space debris falling out of the sky. This thing is kind of, in my opinion, a solid object. A one object piece, whatever it is very strange. It's not an airplane. We're looking at it's too thin. We're adding some brightness contrast. Again, this seems that it has structure, that it's not dissipating or breaking up in the atmosphere. This isn't one of those things that we've just been seeing over the past few weeks. This is something different, and it's being noticed over volcanoes and all over the place. These cylindrical, massive sized, lit up objects. What are these things? Again, they're being spotted all over the world, and you can see this. And again, it resembles this tic-tac kind of formation, and like we just saw over the Nevada desert, it was huge. This thing that we're looking at is equally in size, in my opinion. This thing's massive. Brett, your thoughts here?
Get ready, everybody. 2021, they're not hiding anymore, and they're basically making themselves known and present, kind of a way of just saying, we're here, guys, and they're not going to hide from anybody. And it seems like people are capturing it from around the planet on almost a daily basis. Now the ISS just confirmed it. And again, people on the ground are just capturing these anomalies, this technology that we're seeing on a daily basis. I just love this footage coming in. Thanks, Jaime.
Our collaboration with Jaime Maussan is rocking it. It's incredible, all the information coming out of Mexico, and it's getting exciting. And we've got something special for you tomorrow coming up. We've got another exclusive interview with John De Souza, known as the X-Men, the real X-Files man. And that's what's kind of crazy, that this guy worked within the FBI and they developed the first seasons of the X-Files on his work into the paranormal phenomenon. Well, buckle up, everybody. We've got another interview coming up with John tomorrow, and he's got some incredible things that he wants to share with us right here at Third Phase of Moon. Stay tuned for that, everybody, and keep your eyes on the skies. I appreciate everybody in this live chat, this premiere. This is incredible, the support that we're getting. You guys are rocking it. Appreciate you getting the word out about Third Phase of Moon, because we've got a lot more stuff to share with you coming up shortly. So make sure you hit that subscription button and notification bell to be notified when we post.
Let me ask you this, John. Once you retired from the FBI, some people say you're never out of the FBI. You must still have a lot of friends in the FBI and other intelligence services that you can still communicate with. What do people think about your theories? What your thought process in regards to this alien threat? Do they see evidence of it within the factions now? Is there any evidence that we could just, come forward with to, stop this whole false agenda?
Well, they in the FBI, they see a lot of the same things that I see, and they are aware of all of these things and the falsity of a lot of the stories that we are presented with. I mean, going all the way back to NASA and how NASA is an agency set up largely to keep knowledge from us, not to share knowledge with us. Going all the way back to when our Apollo missions were stopped mysteriously back in '77, I think, back in 1977, around there, and NASA gave us no explanation, no reason. As a matter of fact, the two greatest powers on the Earth, the United States and Soviet Union, back then, that both had very advanced space programs, and that the United States had allegedly already gone to the moon, and yet both of these countries immediately stopped trying to go to the moon, and NASA has never explained that to us at all. Never did, and probably never will. So people in the FBI are on the inside of this information. They know what's going on. However, many of my friends in the FBI have the same situation as me, which is that we are not whistleblowers. We do not violate our secrecy oaths. But I mean, I can impart knowledge and information to people in a general sense, and that's because all of this information in the internet age, all of this information is public. It's pretty much public. It's out there, and it's just a matter of knowing where to look, like you guys, and being real investigators, finding it, and then showing it to people. You don't need to show secret information. There's no need, because the stuff is everywhere. It's out there. You just need to find it and show it, and have enough faith in yourself to know that you can know what the real truth is in these situations.
You know, I want to let everybody know at Third Phase Moon, John De Souza has been again talking with Third Phase of Moon, and he says that he's going to be coming on once a month on Third Phase Moon to give us updates and insights. So what we're doing right now is incredible, and the information you're giving us is insightful.
I think it's terrifying. I mean, this seems potentially like one of the biggest stories of my lifetime. And I don't care if it's about UFOs or whatever you call it. Something that we don't understand is getting very close to our military aircraft.
The technologies related to energy generation should come out first.
This hybrid aerospace underwater craft is able to basically generate an electromagnetic field.
It is President Trump's belief that the United States must remain as dominant in space as we are on land and sea and the air. And your charge is to see to that mission with the United States Space Force.
I mean, there were 3 people on my team assassinated, and I was almost killed.
With a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
It's a matter of national security.
But apparently, just recovered are off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
The president will respond to the subject the way they want them to. There's a black box with all the technologies that would give us a civilization that's sustainable, peaceful, etc., and that's been around for decades.
Everybody's asking the biggest question in the world. Are we alone?
Look, it's just stalled out there.
The narrative that's being launched, which is a false narrative, is that we're not alone and that those civilizations are a threat. The problem is that the public has to be informed and involved.
It could be a brief statement saying, hallelujah, I'm finally vindicated.
I'm not completely convinced they're gonna let this stay like it is.
But the people who are surrounding that level of our politicians and government are not told. Like the movie Independence Day, where Will says, let's go kick alien butt.